All right, guys, what is going on? Hope you're doing good. Old Don B's got him a little bit of Taco Bell, and we're going to talk a little bit about Sebastian Rogers and the Katie Proudfoot news interview that she done, that they released. I told you guys, again, this video is just going to be short and sweet. Most of mine are. But I told you, I mean, after watching it, I was like, when I make my video about this, I'm going to have to say, I told you so. Because if you didn't watch my last video, I spoke a little bit about, you know, what to expect from it or what not to expect from it. I said basically that I don't think that they're going to say anything that they haven't said already, right? And they didn't. You know, unfortunately, they didn't say anything, or Katie didn't say anything that she hasn't said already, right? And I had a little rant about the FBI, TBI, and the local police. And man, a lot of you guys are saying Katie looks like crap. She does. Well, she's flush. Almost look like she is sweating, flush. I don't know. It just and I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, if you were missing your kid for a year, you probably look like shit too. But I mean, I'm just saying she did not look healthy, you know. Nothing bad. I'm not making fun of her or nothing like that, but I have to agree with you guys. You know, I would think health-wise, she doesn't look good, okay? But again, basically, well, as Katie put it, unfortunately, even with the help of the world's most prestigious law enforcement people, the FBI, heck, I even think the Secret Service is kind of helping out from time to time. But even with the FBI, who I consider the world's elite law enforcement agency, nothing. In 1 year, now just think about this, guys. In 1 year, well, and in the Summer Wells case too, with the FBI being involved, one of the world's elite law enforcement agencies, they are still at square one. They still cannot say that there's foul play involved. They cannot say that there's not foul play involved, right? They can't even say whether they think he walked off or there's foul play involved, right? Now, a lot of you guys have made some comments and said they do not issue Amber Alerts on runaways. Great point. So, is that one of their things to, you know, like they went and searched the landfill at just a precautionary measure? Is the Amber Alert just a precautionary measure? Just because his safety's at risk? Is that what that is? And the whole, I mean, we could talk, God, we could probably talk for 30 minutes to an hour about the Amber Alert guys. But nothing. Not one thing. They can't say whether he ran off. They can't say if there's foul play involved. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It was just, Katie's interview to me was just a big nothing burger. And of course, I knew it was coming. They had to throw in the, the restraining order on Betty, but it's really sad, guys, that you've got multiple law enforcement agencies involved, and with the technology they've got nowadays too. I mean, like I said, it's not like we're back in the 70s or 80s. But again, on the flip side, I guess technology has its limitations too. You know what I mean? Let's talk about Sebastian's communications, if you will. And speaking of law enforcement investigative technologies, I'm thinking, guys, and this is really frustrating with me, I'm thinking that if Sebastian had been communicating with someone on the internet, whether it be a Game Boy, PlayStation, Xbox, whatever, if he was communicating with someone via the internet, personal computer, phone, knowing what I know about technology and law enforcement, and some of you guys know this stuff too, they would have found out. They would have found out if Sebastian had been communicating with somebody, and if that person had maybe went over there to, meet Sebastian and take him away, or something like that. I think that if that was the case, this would have already been solved, because it's real easy for law enforcement to to gather IP addresses. Like if Sebastian was talking to somebody let's just say if Sebastian was talking to somebody in Florida, Mississippi, Georgia, Arkansas, it'd be real easy for police to find out who that person is. Now that's one thing with technology now, guys. Big old truck coming up through here. But I think if that was the case, we'd have found him by now. If that was the case. I do not think Sebastian was talking to anybody on the internet that put his life in danger, that made him a target. I don't think so, because if that was the case, I think it would have been solved by now, to be honest with you. So that's basically all I got for you guys. I mean, again, if Sebastian had been communicating with somebody, I think law enforcement would have traced that, figured it out. I'm sure they've looked at everybody Sebastian had been in contact with on the internet through multiple devices, and it's been a year. They've had plenty of time to vet these people, right? So I don't think that has anything to do with Sebastian's disappearance, who he was talking to on the internet. So what's left? I haven't left the house. I have not left that house. I mean, that house, something happened early that morning at that house that holds the key to this entire situation. But figuring out what happened at that house and who done what at that house, that's the $1 million question. That is the $1 million question. So, but again, guys, like I said, I didn't think it was just going to be a big nothing burger. As Katie put it, unfortunately, this is just a big nothing burger. Well, she didn't say that, but she said, unfortunately, the police have nothing. But they're they don't have anything. So, like I expected, just a big nothing burger as far as the interview goes. There's really nothing. I mean, as far as Katie looking unhealthy, there's really nothing to pick apart about what she said either. I mean, other than, she said Sebastian liked to swim like a fish, yada yada. I mean, we've heard it before. So, but anyway, guys, that's basically it. That's my rant. That's my stuff I got for you on this video. So appreciate you for tuning into the channel, hanging with me, listening to me rant, listening to my thoughts. Let me know what you think about my thoughts. Put them in the comments below. Let me know what you think. And I'll tell you what I'll do. I will make my next video about your guys' comments. That's what I'll do. I'll read your comments, and I'll make my next video all about your comments. Let's do that. That way, I give back to you guys that watch the channel. And give you guys a shout out and all that good stuff too. So, I am going to eat my Taco Bell, run some errands, and enjoy this beautiful weather that we've got, guys. So, that's it. I hope you're doing good. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.